This video was recorded pre-COVID and is sponsored by Dashlane.
Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm at the airport. I'm in Tel Aviv and I'm about to fly to Cairo in Egypt. I'm flying Air Sinai, and that is an airline that I've reviewed before. In fact, I flew that from Cairo to Israel last year. Air Sinai is the only airline flying that route. It is a one-route airline. So I wasn't going to review this sector, assuming it'd be the same type of aircraft. We've just got to the gate and I found out it's a brand new Airbus A220, which is a beautiful aircraft. I have flown that before with Air Baltic within Europe, and I'm very happy to be flying that now to Cairo. Join me and we'll do it together.
Air Sinai is very much a political creation. It's a paper airline, a ghost airline that only operates one route, and it does so with a degree of secrecy, hence the unmarked naked planes. Air Sinai is owned by Egypt Air, but you won't find it on their website or on their route maps. Due to the political situation between Israel and the Arab world, Air Sinai has operated under a cloud of secrecy since it was established in 1982. It provides the only direct air link between Egypt and Israel and is used mainly by international tourists, like me. We got a lovely view of Cathay Pacific's stunning A350 as we backed out of our gate, which was then followed by a nice view of an El Al 787 before we turned onto the runway to start our journey to Cairo. Whilst we're taking off, here's the customary reminder to check out my Instagram channel and also to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. A massive thank you to everybody that's already subscribed. I really appreciate the support. Thanks. The cabin on these A220s is laid out in a 2x3 configuration, so the best seats for couples are definitely those on the left-hand side. This aircraft was very new and still had that new plane smell. As you can see, whilst on the outside the plane was naked, inside it was very much Egypt Air. The seats themselves were very comfortable and offered good support. The legroom was pretty good, but that new plane feeling disappeared as soon as I opened the tray table. Each seat featured a USB charging port, magazine rack and storage net. The seat recline was aided by the fact that the seat base also moved slightly forward, adding to the effect. The headrest was fully adjustable, and above you you'll find individual reading lights and air vents. All in all, an excellent seat on an excellent aircraft. Before we have lunch, I want to give a shout out to Dashlane, who are sponsoring this video. Dashlane is a password manager and digital identity app. I've been using it for a couple of years now and I love it. It's made my life both easier and more secure. Rather than remembering dozens of passwords and which email addresses they are linked to, I now only need to remember one. Their autofill feature saves heaps of time, and the one-step checkout process means I no longer have to type out my credit card details when shopping online. It's brilliant. And no, these aren't my real credit card details, but yes, the system really is this easy to use. Their VPN connection is great for travelling, and you can choose your VPN server location from 23 different countries, so you can access content globally that would otherwise be blocked. Dashlane are giving my viewers a special offer. Basically, you get to try Dashlane free on one device, and then if you like it, you get 10% off their premium subscription. To get started, simply click on the link below and use the coupon code Dennis. So once in the air, lunch was served. Sandwiches and dessert, served with water and juice. A separate drink service was also provided. I went with more cloud juice. Overall, a pretty good meal for a short-haul flight. In terms of entertainment, the only option provided was the Egypt Air in-flight magazine, which ironically did not feature this route on its route map. I spent most of the flight listening to an episode of the Boeing vs Airbus Business Wars podcast, whilst enjoying the A220's other great feature, its oversized windows. The best views were yet to come though, as we started our ascent into Cairo. Normally I've always flown into Cairo over the desert, but this time we came in right over downtown and got some amazing views of the Nile and the sprawling city below. I've always loved flying over large cities and seeing the shapes and patterns of the cityscapes below me. Cairo, with its 20 million plus inhabitants, is a fascinating city, and with rare clear skies, this was a real treat. In keeping with Air Sinai's secret status, we parked at a remote gate. This was excellent, as it meant that we got some really good final views of this amazing aircraft as we disembarked.
So we've made it to Cairo. How nice were those views of the city centre on the way in? Really, really nice. And how good is that A320? No, it's an A220. It's still difficult to roll. It doesn't roll off the tongue. It's an A220. It's a beautiful aircraft, and the first time I've ever flown a naked one. Overall, a really, really nice experience. Look, I'm going to go and explore Egypt and all the wonderful sights that this amazing country has to offer. In the meantime, I just want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and check out my channel where there are a whole lot of other reviews and a lot more on the way. In the meantime, as always, happy travels.